A very good evening, Herbalife India. I'm Shirley, your nutritionist. So, today I'm very excited for the session. You know why? And also, there are so many interesting and engaging things coming up in the session. But before going into that, let me also introduce you to my friend and my fellow nutritionist who brings great insights and also energy with all the discussions. Welcome, Bindu. Welcome, Bindushree, to the session. So, we both are very glad to be a part of this session. Yes, Bindu, welcome to the session. Our first Factual Friday after the launch.
Yes, thank you so much, Shirley, and a very good evening to everyone present here. I hope you're all excited and all of you are ready for an amazing session which we're going to talk about today. So let's get started, Shirley, without any further ado.
Thank you, Bindu. Thank you. Thank you. And we both are glad we are a part of the session. Now, before going into the session, let me also give you brief out a basic of the session. So, in case if you want to listen the session in your own local languages, so you have an option. So where you click on the interpretation icon in your screen. So as shown in the picture, click on the interpretation, the globe symbol, and then click on the globe symbol, and then you will have sorry, yeah, so, and then you will have options to choose where you can choose Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and much more. And again, for Bengali, it is Spanish. All the people who wants to listen the session in Bengali, it is Spanish option. Before that, you can only do this when your original audio is muted. So kindly mute the original audio and then click on whatever preferred languages you want to listen to the session in, and then you can go ahead. Now, for the audience who are using your phones to listen the session, you can also choose your own languages. Like I mentioned, click on the three dots on the top of your phone screen. You can see those three dots. Click on that. You will have a option called language interpretation. Click on that. Mute the original audio and also click on the language that you prefer. Again, it is Spanish for the Bengali language, right? Now, let's move quickly into the session. And you also know, you all know, no videography or photography is allowed. So what we all do is we take a notepad and a pen and note down the important pointers for the session, because it's our new product which we are going to talk today, right? There are so many interesting points to be noted. So kindly note down those pointers, right? So let's move into the session. Yes. So first, I need to talk to you about basics of our well-being. So what is optimum nutrition? When I talk about wholesome well-being or wholesome nutrition, optimum nutrition, first thing that comes as Herbalife family, first thing that should come to our mind is GNP. Right? I hope my audience agree with this. So when somebody talks about balanced nutrition, optimum nutrition, so what do you think? The first thought in your head should be GNP, right? So global nutrition philosophy. How is this relating in our daily life? It's just like, having your garden. If, the people who have garden will understand the emotional connect with the garden, right? Similarly, you need good soil, nutritive soil. You need healthy fertilizers. You need sunlight. You need water. Just like that, we need our GNP, like, sunlight being our balanced diet, activities, physical activities, our sleep, rest, hydration, all these are very important, just like how the plant needs the other sources. When I talk about cellular sciences, we are so proud. We have to be so proud. We have hundreds of scientists, hundreds of laboratories, many tests that's being done every day before delivering our product to us. So there are so many science backed out data that's being behind the product. That's something very, very, very much important in today's choice of nutrition or choice of healthy lifestyle. So there you have a cellular nutrition, a seed to feed technology, and understanding all this will, give us that optimum nutrition. So you can see the protein, the carbohydrates, the fat that's mentioned here. So we should make sure we are all taking so much, completing our, GNP every day. And also you can see, so these many days we were highlighting about the nutrition, the exercise and much more. In every interest session, you might have come across with different categories. Today, let's discuss the one of the GNP important parameter is rest, that is sleep. What is sleep, why is sleep necessary, and what are the key benefits if you don't sleep. So this is exactly where we need to focus on. Yes, I need to have energy, I need to have regular exercise, I need mental disconnect from the digital world, we call digital detoxing, and social activities. You all must be engaging in social activities in a very, very often you guys will have social activities. So these are very important. But the thing is, the first thing you need to start before your day is starting is your healthy, good quality sleep. So 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep is all we know. But what are the impacts of it if I don't get that much amount of sleep, or if I am not, just sleeping is different and sleep quality is different. I would brief in the upcoming slides. So these are all the parameters that you need to understand. Now,
Sorry. So yes, like how Shirley mentioned about how sleep is important, right? In the same way, we are going to talk a little bit about what exactly is sleep and why it is important, right? She has rightly mentioned that we need 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. Now, what exactly is sleep? Let's talk a little bit about that. We all know sleep is rest, but a good quality sleep. Sleep in basic sense, in basic simplest terms, means an absence of wakefulness, right? You're not being active, you're just lying down and resting, correct? And why is that required? Because it is an active, in that frame of time, our body is in its recovery cycle. It is not that it is also in rest. It is in this phase our body is regulating back to its normal body functioning, right? Its metabolism, the rejuvenation, the recovery, all of this takes place during this phase of sleep. And it is during this phase, if it is done right, our body stays active and healthy. Sleep is actually one of the most underrated parameter in our lifestyle, right? Which many people think that it's okay, it is all right if it is not optimal, but it is the most important aspect of our health. So let's move on. Let's see as to what would happen. Like, why is our sleep essential? So I've given you a gist that it is during this phase of function of the body when the body's recovery starts, when the body's rejuvenation cycle starts, right? So that's the example. All of you would have kids at home, and you would have seen in their starting stages, the doctors recommend at least 10 hours of sleep for newborn babies, 10 to 12 hours, right? And when the baby is rested, when the baby gets its complete rest of 10 to 12 hours, it is very active, it's very happy, right? So, but if we wake the baby up in between, like forcibly we wake the baby up in between, the baby is cranky, irritated, crying, right? And it spoils the because of that, even the parents get very agitated, correct? It's exactly the same thing. Our body requires that minimum 7 to 8 hours of rest. But while that is happening, why we say that is important? Because when sleep is proper, when the sleep is adequate, our mental functions become better, meaning our learning and memory, our emotional well being, our judgment, problem solving nature, our decisions making, all these mental functions get better. It functions properly. Our emotional status, we are less cranky, we are more sane, we are not having too much of a mood swings, we are not being irritated with certain small amounts of things. We are more calm. Our immunity also improves, our muscle growth and healing and repair. All of this takes part during this aspect of a good quality sleep. Along with that, even our digestive system works optimal in proper functionality when the sleep is caught in a better fashion, right? So let's move forward to see more aspects. What exactly? So I've been talking a lot about sleep quality, right? So let's see, Shirley, please tell us as to what exactly is sleep quality.
Yes, Bindu, thank you. That was very much needed where you explained about the essential, why sleep is very essential because we tend to take it very lightly. So people understand sleeping we is very important. But there is something, guys, that you all should know is quality of the sleep. Let's take an example of baking a cake. I hope all of you might have heard or, showed some interest or, baked a cake yourself, right? So, what would happen when you bake a cake? You start putting down each and every ingredient in the right time, right way, and then you keep it for resting, and then you bake it in a right time and right temperature, and then you'll get the soft, fluffy cake, right? So that's just how we sleep. That's how we have to compare our sleep and our sleep quality. Sleep is just adding the ingredients, but sleep quality is wherein you set it, rest it, and bake it on the right time. The right time is very important. The quality defines how how you're not disturbed. You have a deep sleep where your organs, your cells start rejuvenating. That's the time you're giving your body to repair itself, the damage that we have gone through the entire day. The quality matters rather than just sleeping 2 hours, checking our phones, sleeping again, using the washroom, again sleeping. So this interrupts the hormonal cycle, this interrupts the brain to triggering it that we are awakened, we are not sleeping enough. That is not considered as sleep. And also the quality, when I talk about quality, it is very much important. As Bindu mentioned, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That is where we need that sleep quality. That 7 to 8 hours of sleep quality is very precious. And also when I talk about this, it will also contribute to, if you keep on consistently doing it, your sleep efficiency will be enhanced, your sleep duration will be balanced, your circadian rhythm will be calm, and your cells will be relaxed, and it is restoring, your energy levels are coming back during that time. So every function in your body happens when you have that deep sleep. That's nothing but sleep quality, your quality of your sleep. It's not just the sleep. So next time when you meet people out, you might be meeting 100 200 people very often. So all of you, when you meet people, correct them. It's not the sleep that's important, it's the quality of our sleep. Right, I hope you all agree with me. Now, how much quality do I need? Everybody is different, right? Just like our nutrition intake, our rest and our sleep, our hydration, everything has its own, timing and, our own requirements, right? So teens, the teenage children who are, 13 to 17 years old can have 8 to 10 hours of proper sleep for their cognitive development, for their body development, and entire physiological process. Now, being an adult, I know most of us are, we come under this category 18 to 64. So I want you guys to raise your hand. So let's see how many of us are coming to this category, adult category, 18 to 64 years old. We need 7+ hour of optimum sleep, nothing but quality deep sleep. That proper sleep is 7 to 8 hours every day. and this should be followed at least, like 15 to 28 days to, bring back that the loss that you have caused your body. So it needs a long term consistently we need to follow this. And adults, senior citizens, since they are aging, the cellular process is very slow, metabolism is still happening slowly, so they also need proper quality sleep to, take that balanced rest, that to, the little energy they have, they need to preserve that. So they need that 7 to 8 hours of sleep, even for the senior citizens. So I hope you guys are aware now at what, how many hours of sleep you need. And sleeping in the afternoon doesn't count with the 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It should be the deep sleep during the late nights, right? Now, Bindu, could you please explain us what is interrupting our quality sleep? Every day we are interrupted with something or the other, right? So we are all facing this. So how do you, brief us out about the quality of sleep? How is it disrupted?
True. So mainly, Shirley, majority of the times is basically is our lifestyle factors and environmental factors, right? So what disrupts our sleep quality? Mainly our intake of caffeine. Post 5 o'clock, also taking caffeine is not suggestive because that also has it lasts till roughly you cannot fall asleep by 10 or before 10 when you're having caffeine late, right? Even alcohol
Yes.
intake, smoking also interferes with our quality of sleep. And these are all the lifestyle factors, correct? Whereas the environmental factors, if we see, it would be the temperature. It's usually very difficult to sleep during summers, right? So people are now very dependent on air conditioners or coolers to keep the temperature to their favorable pattern, to their preference to fall asleep better. Noise pollution, even light exposure. Our brain, even with a slightest amount of light, will be under the impression that it is still daylight and it is not, uh, you know, not time to fall asleep. And that is the reason even we prefer avoiding mobiles or any kind of screens, gadget screens, at least 2 hours before sleeping. It's to be avoided because our brain has to come into that set mindset that, okay, now we are going to fall asleep in the next few hours. We should be away from any form of artificial lights, right? So that is also one of the aspects. Medical conditions like sleep apnea, or that means you're suddenly waking up from sleep, or insomnia, not able to fall asleep, restless leg syndrome, and psychological concerns like a lot of stress. Sometimes when you're anxious, also that is also causing the lack of sleep. The quality of sleep becomes too disturbed. Stress, depression, all of these usually lead to multiple sleep problems. So let's see as to where do we have spoken a lot about the quality of sleep we require, right? But where do we actually stand? It is a very alarming status that globally globally Indians fall 61% of Indians are sleep deficit, and they are getting only less than 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep, which is very, very, very alarming, right? This is something which we need to start being more conscious about to change. And if you notice, as per the global data, India is the second most sleep deprived nation. That means first is Japan and second is India. And if we don't control it now, we will soon be one of the first countries. So, what exactly affects the sleep quality? Why is our sleep quality so essential? And what does it result in if our sleep quality is not proper? That is something that we have to be very, very careful of. So, Shirley, please let us know as to why is it very essential to have a good quality sleep?
Yes, Bindu, just like you mentioned that it is a very alarming fact to see India being second and very soon being the first in the in so many countries globally, we are going to be the first who is the most sleep deprived country. So imagine the later consequences of our lifestyle. See, already we are way much ahead with obesity, overweight, and our cardiac health. And now even sleep is big concern in India, because we tend to compromise on our sleep for watching a movie or playing a game, or staying late, or scrolling your phone. So we are putting a very very serious pressure on our sleep schedule, which is going to affect us immediately also, but in long term also our body is going to react to that. So yes, guys, so first thing is you feel exhausted the next morning. So you can analyze this. Whenever you are not sleeping properly, you're not able to fix your sleep schedule, you are either irritated in the morning, it doesn't have a good mood, your mood swings very much, and or and also you are very exhausted. Your daytime is very much disrupted, like I said. Your mood is very imbalanced, and you're very tense, and you're not able to focus on your work or your studies, or your brain stops functioning just the way it has to function. And next day you can also see you are little bloated because your digestion is impacted, right? There are so many other things like this, right? And on long term, imagine this is just for short term. Imagine the long term causes of not having good sleep, right? Again, these are the things that we are going through every day. Now guys, what if there was a reason, I mean, what if there was a way to fix our or reset our bad sleep quality and recharge it and improve our quality? I need thumbs up here, or I need hearts, thumbs up, emojis here, because I'm giving you a way. We are giving you a way to improve that, and your body is asking for it. Your body is asking for that sleep, and you're not letting it happen. So it's time to meet the solution. Can we have the video, please? Yes, guys.
Well,
Yes,
that
we
was
are
a
again.
beautiful session, one. And who wouldn't want
Yes.
to wake up like that? I mean, being so fresh and active and, calm, who wouldn't want to wake up like that? So, for all of you, we have our sleep enhance. So, who is all excited for this? All of you, please raise your hands if you're excited to this. And if you have still not got your hands on it, you have to get it, right? So, yes, surely, even I'm equally excited about it. So, let's see some hearts and some high raises. I can see a lot of thumbs up here. for all the people who are very excited to get their hands on the sleep
Yes.
enhance. Yes. So everyone, for the amazing audience, this sleep enhance is for you. And how do you take it to your customers? So majority of the times, many of our majority of the population usually complain about not being, able to sleep. They're always, being restless even after they get up. They feel that their sleep is not completed when they get up in the morning, right? So this is how you can pitch for them. This is one way. Our product, Sleep Enhance, is one way to make sure you are getting a good quality sleep. It improves your quality of sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you're feeling calm and your mood is improved. And all of this is through a special ingredient. And let's see what is that special ingredient, right? So, first of all of you should know that sleep enhance, like the name truly says, enhancing, right? So it enhances your quality of sleep. It improves your quality of sleep. And as I mentioned, it makes you feel getting up calm and your mood is improved, right? But the ingredient here used is Afron, which is a clinically extracted extract, which is a clinically taken extract of saffron, right? Which we will speak about in the coming few slides. Now, one aspect about this is it should be used for 28 days, right? 1 hour before your bedtime, right? And this will give you the benefits. So let's see, Shirley, please tell us a little bit more about the ingredients here.
Yeah, this is the part where I was the most excited for. So this is our Afron, the key ingredient of our sleep enhance. So we have found a way to reset, refresh our sleep quality. So here it is the key ingredient being Afron, and the key benefits being, obviously, we all know by now, it improves our sleep quality. So, guys, now you will be able to differentiate between sleep and sleep quality. You can take that example of baking a cake, right time, right proportion, right temperature. So that's how you need to sleep, right time, and the temperature, the environmental factors. You have to cut down everything, and you have to have this good quality sleep. And here, this is how it's going to help you out. And it helps you wake up feeling so calm. Imagine in the morning, you're not disrupted, you're not irritated, you're waking up with that calmness, and you're going to your work or your school or your college, right? So that's very important. Now, improves your mood after awakening. As I said, the calmness retains. And now, what is so unique about our sleep enhance, our Afron? So let's see, it is so unique that it's coming all the way from Spain. The saffron extract is from Spain. So this is very, very unique thing that we have in our sleep enhance. And it also includes the standardized extraction process. It's not like just in one saffron you take a bit and the other saffron you're taking little more. So that is not how it is. It has been standardized throughout the product, and several clinical trials on for sleep benefits. What else do we need, right? So this is what we have in our hands right now. So please grab your sleep enhance today, and also let me explain you the mechanism or how it is going to help you out now. So it is going to modulate your neurotransmitters, like imagine your brain. Then it is going to have an antioxidant effect. Then it is going to interact with your sleep system, that is serotonergic system. So this is the benefits of your Afron, scientifically proved, scientifically classified, evaluated. So this is the very, very interesting thing that we have learned today. It's Afron all the way from Spain. coming with the, all scientific evidence, clinical trials, and also it is standardized process of extraction. I hope you all noting down whatever we are, explaining. This is going to help us a lot. Now, how do I use sleep enhance? Now we need to take 2 full scoops of sleep enhanced powder. Now, what do we do when I would take example of a afresh. So we take 1 whole scoop, we add it, and then we have it. So the heap is formed. So here, that heap shouldn't be formed, right? It should be flat 2 scoops. It should be flat. When you take a scoop, it should be flat, and 2 scoops of, sleep enhanced powder in 160 ml of hot or cold water or warm water, whatever you prefer before your sleep, like, right? And then mix it and you can sip it. You can actually feel that saffron's blend in the product when you try it. So next time when we meet up, you guys, I think you all will try it. So yeah, this is how we need to directions of use. This is how we use it. Now, 1 serving per day, as you all know, you take it, 2 hours before your sleep or right before your sleep schedule, and not any time in the day. It's only 1 serving per day. I hope you have understood about this. Now, Bindu, can you explain about more about our sleep enhance? How do we repurchase? How do we, go about the product labeling and much more?
Yes, definitely, Shirley. So, like how Shirley mentioned about the recommended usage and the way to use. So, please remember it is to be taken, once again, I'm reiterating, it is to be taken 1 hour before your sleep, right? So, before 1 hour before your sleep timing, and again, please stick to the recommended dosage, correct? Now, why would I buy Sleep Enhance and why would I repurchase it? First of all, it is in a very convenient form, right? It is in the form of a powder, like how we have a fresh and all. It's in the form of a powder which you're mixing it in water and you're having it. And because it contains Afron, right? It is a premium standardized form of Afron, right? And it has been tested for its safety, quality, and efficacy. And there is nothing that you will get too dependent on Afron, right? So these are its main critical features. Along with that, this is a completely natural form ingredient. It has no caffeine, no sugars, no artificial colors or flavors in it. And as we mentioned, it is unique standardized form process it's been taken from, right? The extraction has been in a unique standardized form and it is all scientifically backed. So, clinically proven ingredient of Afron has shown that when taken for 28 days straight, consistently, it has shown to improve our sleep quality, right? So, for all of these features, when you're having all of these features and scientific testing, why not offer it and buy it every time it gets over, right? So, this is one of the best products that we can be on, right? Now, let's see as to what exactly is the product and packaging. This is how the product looks like, and you can see all your what is the volume points, you can see what is the pricing, right? Also, what exactly is the benefits is clearly mentioned in your label. So, at one part of the label, you can see as to how Afron feels makes you calmer when you wake up, right? So all of this is clearly stated in your label, correct? So you can, when you are telling it to your clients as well, when you're telling it to your customers, you can even show them with the proper scientific feature. Okay, moving on. Let's go ahead. Now, we have spoken a lot about sleep, and we have also introduced you to the sleep enhance. But along with that, we also need to know what are the other ways to improve our sleep hygiene. So, here we have a list of things list of tips actually for you where you can improve your sleep hygiene, out of which we will be helping you with a few, right? So if you remember, Shirley in the beginning had mentioned it is not the afternoon sleep that is going to get counted in a good quality sleep of 7 to 8 hours. 7 to 8 hours sleep means that good night sleep. Correct? So always remember, if you're tired, if you want to go for an afternoon nap, limit the time frame. An ideal afternoon nap is only max to max of 20-25 minutes and not beyond that. It is like a power charge, right? So now we have our phones on a fast charge mode. So that 20-25 minutes itself is helpful to give your body that fast charge. Correct? Along with that, also remember, avoid coffee or alcohol at least 4 to 5 hours before your sleep time, right? At least that much. So if you're sleeping by say around 10, if your deadline is 10, make sure you're done with your caffeine at least by 4:35 time frame and nothing beyond that. And along with that, also, I hope you remember that when I mentioned even the light exposure also causes the disruption in the sleep quality. So always remember, avoid using any forms of gadgets before your at least 2 hours before your sleep time, right? So avoid all forms of mobile, TV, even any kinds of screens before 2 hours before your sleep time. So Shirley, could you also help us with a few tips though?
Yeah, Bindu, definitely. So, adding on to Bindu's, importance of, how do we, carry on with the sleep quality. It's also important to wear comfortable clothes, which I believe 100% in, because when you're uncomfortable with your clothes or you're wearing something non-breathable clothes, that's also going to impact your, it might disrupt your sleep. So prefer whatever you're comfortable. Few might be comfortable with some cotton clothes, or few might be with your night suits. So whatever you're comfortable in, choose your clothes wisely before sleeping, and do not eat heavy meals and you just then go for sleep. So that is also something that we Indians should consider, because we have the tendency to eat a very large meals in for the dinner, and that too just 1 hour before or just half an hour before sleeping. So that's also very bad. So you need to at least have finish off your dinner, or your with before your 3 to 3 hours at least. And we don't have to worry, because we all take shake in the dinner time, but the people who are opting for dinner should also be mindful about what you are eating, and wearing comfortable clothes, avoiding caffeine, and regular exercises also will help you relax your muscles, and then that is also contributing to your quality sleep. And choosing the dark room, that matters a lot, as Bindu mentioned. The dark room, phones off, and it's always better to keep your phones away a little bit. So these are very simple things that we can follow to have a quality sleep. Now let's also see if this is how it's going to work. Can we combine sleep enhance and night works? I want you guys to answer this question. So I need to see the Q&A, question and answer section. So guys, come on, I need your answers. So sleep enhance and night works, how do you think it's going to work out? Yes, yes, yes. I see a lot of yes, yes. Okay. Okay, yes, we can. Okay. Yes, the answer is yes, but again, sleep enhance and night works can be combined, but however, the people who are, into high blood pressure or low blood pressure, or taking any certain cardiac medication or heart related issues, please reach out to your doctor or your healthcare provider, before taking this combination or before even taking any product, right? So this is very important. You can follow this. And there's something else, that's another question which is also in our head. So can we combine sleep, enhance, and afresh? What are your answers, guys? So can we see sleep, enhance, and afresh? Okay. 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 Very good. Purnima Ravi, you have mentioned with the answer, no caffeine before sleeping. Very good. So yes, the answer is no, you cannot have no caffeine or like a fresh and then sleep enhance together and then go to your sleep. So this is the reason. So you cannot be consuming caffeinated product usually. You might feel energized, your metabolism is awakened, so it will not help you to sleep. This is one of the basics that we all need to know. Yes, Bindu, we have successfully introduced our sleep enhance, enhancing our sleep routine with our sleep enhance to our audiences today. So yes, I hope you all have learned a lot. Now, before moving ahead or talking about some other important things, I want you guys to click on this survey link and give the feedback on this session and today's experience, or how did you feel, what did you learn, and much more in a very simple terms, very simple way. So click on the link and please share your feedback. So now, Bindu, over to you with the rest of our nutrition and HL Learn app and informations that you want to share it with us.
Yes, definitely, Shirley. So I hope you all now know as to what and how you can improve your sleep quality. But along with this as well, let me give and conclude this session with a few more things that you need to remember. So if you have all not downloaded the Herbal HN Grow app, then fear not, go to your Play Store or App Store. HN Grow is now renamed as HL Learn, right? And this you can access through your laptop on myherbalife.com or through your Play Store or App Store. So the process remains the same, but the name has been transformed to HL Learn, right? So if you want to go through your laptop, then go to myherbalife.com, and on the left side, the black bar that you can see here, there you will have an option called as Learn. So you can click on that and access all the learning tools that is present here, right? So this is where it is. Now let's move forward. Let's see where else can we do it. HL Learn, as I mentioned, through your App Store or your Play Store, right? But what is new here? The product ebook is something that we have always been talking about, where it has all your products and in-depth details of all your products, right? But we also have the product FAQs, a small booklet that is especially for you, which consists of only the product FAQs, what your clients usually ask you. We have combined it here. It is there in your HL Learn app, correct? Now, moving forward, there is something more. You have all gone through, you would have seen flyers of Expert Talk series by Dr. Luigi, right? So we have some interesting questions answered by Dr. Luigi in the form of just short 1 to 2 minute videos. So questions like, is Formula One good for my health? Is it a good product for my weight management, for my weight journey, for my health goals? All of such questions are taken by Dr. Luigi and it's been put here. And Also, one more interesting part that is going to come up is we are going to have more such videos coming up, right, in the coming months. Now, with all of this interesting things, don't forget to download the HL Learn app, right? And with this, we are concluding the session. I hope you all know now what is important for your sleep, correct? So if anyone says proudly that, I am sleeping only for 4 hours or 6 hours, please tell them it is nothing to be proud of. You have to sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours for your better health. Correct? And
7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, not
this,
afternoon sleep. Yes.
yes, definitely. 7 to 8 hours of quality, good night sleep, right?
Sleep.
So, with this, we are wishing you all a great weekend and a healthy weekend. And don't forget to grab your pack of Sleep Enhance. Thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you for everyone.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Herbalife India. All the best. Grab your sleep enhance. Thank you Bindu for the insightful session. Thank you so much.